Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. This is JRTV Hawaii, in search of a great marriage, new ideas, and easyworldpeace.com. And I'm going to be talking about high production painting today. Now, sometimes all you do is brush and roll. That's simple, right? What you do is you apply it like this, and then you go like this because you got the heavy load there. And then you just reverse back on it like that, and then reverse again to create a good effect. But I'm going to be getting into using spray machines and really doing a lot. Sometimes spraying the back roll, the guy will spray, and then the guy will roll behind him to create the marks, thus allowing for future touch-ups to be done, because if you just spray the paint on it, it's just a smooth texture that you can't touch up if there's a problem. But what we're looking at here is a whole lot of gear. This is where the paint is consumed in these drums, which get staged next to the machinery. They go in here. What's happening here is buckets were cut. They were cut, you can see, and stacked together. A strainer is set in there, and subsequently paint can be strained by pouring it right through into this cut wooden component, and you know, you're spraying, and you know, you've got guys, you've got maybe one guy running the line, you've got a system, and you can even have a board with written down each person's name and you know, their assigned tasks for the day. You know, you want to keep people feeling upbeat. I have found that even a little bit of singing and a little bit of like you can make a noise with your mouth, like it's like a like you're bumbling the lips, you're just different noises allow us to, and even laughter, they allow us to keep energized through these longer work days. Another item of consideration is the labeling of everything. You can label the paint, and that way it's all ready for like a group of production painters that all come, and they you know, they know exactly what to grab. And you know, because the labels can be misleading, but when it's all explicitly put out, you get a real sense of confidence because it's organization. So remember to be in contact with the other trades, be friendly and accommodating and thoughtful, cleaning up our own messes, you know, looking at you know, like for example, the tapers who are doing the mud, you know, talking to them about flaws and not just trying to place blame back and forth. There can be these job site politics, but you want to look after your, you know, your team, and in addition to the other workers on the job site who are come before you. For example, the mud taper guys, and come after you, perhaps carpenters and others, and try to work with the schedule. You know, talk with everyone, talk about flaws. You know, systems can be put into play of masking, where you know, one person might rip the paper, the other person might do it. You know, one person can push the guy on a scaffold, a rolling scaffold. The other guy can do. The point being is that everyone should know the system. So if, for example, something's supposed to be masked a certain way, it should be decided collectively, okay, this is how we're going to do it. And then, you know, issues made. And lastly, a 5-minute stretching exercise, perhaps once in the morning, once before lunch is eaten, and then maybe once at the end of the day. The stretching, in addition to you know, any points made, observed. Also, any difficulties on the job site, like arguments, should be, I feel they should be shared openly, and discussed in a group setting so other people can intervene, and it's not just two guys kind of butting heads, and they they end up in if there's no mediator, if there's no in between uh, party to help help them talk it out, it can just lead to uh, you know ongoing strain of situations on the job site with everyone in the job, and the interplay of the job and the workers. And whew, yeah, guys, but ultimately we can enjoy our work. We can make friends with the paint, and want to mix it nicely, want to take good care of the machinery, want to take care of the walls, make them look good, feel good. um, it's just this connection to the work, and this desire to, we want to experience nice things. No, we want to experience nice quality things, and so we need to put them out there, and transitioning into this idea that work is more than, it's not really work. It's just part of our existence. It's part of our being. It's part of what is designed to be. It's who we are. We work, and we also have our personal lives and our fun. It's important to separate those to a degree. Not trying to push each other's beliefs on one another or preferences. Just trying to be professional. And lastly, it's about respecting money. Respecting the money of the job, respecting the money of who's funding it, talking about fairness of money being paid, uh, talking about, everyone should want to have familiarity with business. This idea of there's always going to be workers, and there's always going to be quote unquote bosses or highly responsible people that are dealing with everything. I believe it's a thing of the past, that we're entering to a future where people are going to be more access to information, and subsequently should more people exercising their mental or physical health, mental understanding of business ideas, not just the painting, but the actual the actual process behind it. And for example, why a certain job might need to be rushed. It can be seen as an adventure, like when an army goes on deployment or something. Some of these jobs, it's like harvesting of a fruit or vegetable, and when the harvest is there, you gotta work frantically. I don't want to say frantically, but you have to work in a steady way for long hours. And that word steady, I apply here. It's, you want to pace yourself so you can go throughout the day and go into the next day, and continue on. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining me. Let's do good work. Let's make, one of the things that motivates me is I want to live in a place that, I want to live in a nice place, wherever I am, wherever part of the world, I want it to be nice. So glad to contribute to that. Aloha, guys.